So, hi again, it's me, Craig from Edible Leads and 4 Seasons. So my last video I was chatting about Acorn Starch, and I mentioned that I have begun some explorations into, I suppose, something new within the kind of like food remit. And basically, I think there's an application for Acorn Starch. So, it's like revealing number 2, isn't it? Oh, the second coming of the starch. All hail mighty starch. So I've recently started some experimentations with koji. Never played with koji before. It's kind of been on the scene quite a few years now. There's other people that are a little bit more fluent in it than what I am. But I've been very busy with other things, and anyway, just at the end of last year and into this year, I took a plunge, and I ordered some koji rice. Now, koji is I suppose an organism called Aspergillus oryzae. Now, Aspergillus oryzae likes a starchy substrate in order to proliferate and grow. So a lot of koji makers, what they will grow their Aspergillus oryzae or koji on is rice, because rice is full of starch. There's a particular rice that they use that's really high starch. It's got amylose or amylase, something along those lines. And that got me thinking. I was thinking, well, if they like a starchy substrate, why not acorn starch? Now, because I'm very new to koji, and I don't know all the processes, I don't know just the experiential insights. I'm a little bit nervous about using such a large quantity of acorn starch as an experiment, because it's quite hard to obtain to an extent. It's just a really valuable resource, and yeah, I've got plenty of other acorns, but I need to make sure that it's going to work. And it might be that actually it's better to grow it on other starchy substrates other than acorn starch, unless I had a super abundance of acorns, and I don't necessarily feel I've got a super abundance of acorns. I've got a lot, but if it's 4 years before the next mast year, I'm probably going to whittle through my acorns pretty fast, and then I'm going to be like, I'm going to be acornless. But I just thought, like, the concept of growing koji on acorn starch is really quite exciting, because as I mentioned in my other video, the flavour of this starch it's quite staggering. It's really beautiful, and obviously the application of koji, many different types of koji. I mean, research koji, look at Japan for koji. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of different varieties that produce different flavours for different applications. It's really exciting. It really opens up the possibilities of the realms of food flavour enhancement and sort of processes through food fermentation. Just blows the lid off the container, really. It's staggering, really. And of course, I'm kind of wanting to approach this more from a wild angle per se. I will still be using beans like black carling beans or black badger beans, which you mix with the koji rice to create misos and tamaris. Some of you will have seen that I've put on my first ever ferment, really, with koji, using acorns. I'm trying to do a pure acorn miso, and from that I will also get the residual liquid that comes off through the pressure that's applied to the fermentation underneath my weights. So I'm going to with like a tamari, similar to a soy sauce really, but made of acorns. I'm quite excited about that, and I'm really excited about the potential for acorn starch as a medium for growing koji on as well. Yeah, it could provide some pretty cool results, really. So that's what I wanted to chat about. Now, what I'm going to do in the moment is I'm going to get off, because what I am going to do with this starch in particular, I've mentioned in the video, I'm going to put it back into my acorn flour for the various purposes that I explained and described in my previous video. And basically I'm just going to slice this up, as you do when you're slicing something, lay it on my dehydrator tray, a little bit of greaseproof paper, and I'm going to dehydrate this, blitz it, put it back in there. But yeah, acorn starch, koji. So yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll make another video in a minute because I want to chat about the water that came from this when I defrosted it. Okay, just bye.